Hi everyone and welcome to Growing Points. I'm your host Shay Greenswag. If you've been around at all this spring or early summer, you know that the weather has been anything but normal. But we say that every year, right? Many areas of the Midwest dealt with delayed planting, especially in the Dakotas, and have seen above average rain totals since getting the crop in the ground. This past week, there were only 2.6 days suitable for fieldwork statewide, according to the USDA. Weed control and nitrogen side dressing are behind due to wet conditions across much of the state, and many farmers are seeing yellowing corn and added stress on soybeans because of the excessive moisture. Others are struggling to get their second or occasionally even first cutting of hay baled as well. Current predictions have production rates right around the records set last year, and with total acres planted right at where they were a year ago, everyone seems to be optimistic looking ahead to harvest. It's not just the excessive moisture that refuses to go away. Worries about the spread of PEDV are still at the forefront in the minds of pork producers and veterinarians across the country. National pork associations are reminding producers of the importance of maintaining clean barns, trucks, trailers, and protective clothing in order to do what you can to prevent the virus from infecting your herd, especially with it being county fair season across much of the state. Luckily, swine shows across Iowa are going on as scheduled. Many counties are moving weigh-in and market dates to a shorter time span than normal in order to limit the time that pigs will spend in close quarters, as well as increasing the number of vet walkthroughs in barns. Experts everywhere agree that the key is preventative measures by stepping up biosecurity both on and off the fairgrounds. A trend that seems to be very popular right now is the national debate about genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. Faulty information and false research have spread like wildfire, causing fears for consumers and protesters pushing for statewide labeling requirements. Before you can even enter the labeling debate, though, there's the question of safety that has consumers pushing for these laws in the first place. A recent posting on the Wallace's Farmer website by Holly Spangler does an excellent job of putting things into perspective. Holly interviewed Iowa State University professor and chair of the Department of Food Science and Human Nutrition, Ruth McDonald, who reiterated that there's never been a single illness or long-term health effects associated with GMOs, and that there's no nutritional difference between genetically modified foods and those grown without them. Even studies done in the European Union, which has a ban on GMOs, have come to the exact same conclusion. As far as labeling is concerned, Dr. McDonald was quoted saying that the cost of doing mandatory labeling for GM ingredients in food is not worth the cost. The societal need to know is not as strong as the complications it will put into the food system. In fact, a recent study done by Cornell states that an average family of 4 in New York, where they were once considering these labeling laws, would pay anywhere from $300 to $800 extra each year if food was to be labeled. It's tough to find quality, unbiased research done on GMOs with a simple Google search, but research facilities like Iowa State and sites such as GMOanswers.com are a great place for worried consumers to start. Thanks for watching our first edition of Growing Points. To stay up to date on our episodes, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel below.